Hey.
Hello. Are you hosting the show today, or am I still hosting it? You're
Okay,
hosting.
we
You're
are
in charge.
co-hosting.
Co-hosting.
We are co-hosting. It's the secret of this amazing partnership. It's that nobody rules and everybody rules.
Yes. So
Welcome.
for everyone who's out there, I was actually supposed to host the show and put it live on my channel today, but I wasn't quite ready and put all that together. So Marco is good enough that last minute he threw everything together, and he worked hard with our, departments in the back, our design department and our video department and our marketing department, and they put it all together on short notice. So thank you, Marco, for doing that.
Also, the live streaming starting department.
Yes. Yes, all those
So
departments.
today it's Friday 13.
Oh, it is. Wow.
So welcome to this scaring, frightening live streaming. Let me bring some joy.
I don't know what's gonna happen here. I don't know.
Okay, this was supposed to work. What's going
And
on here?
I don't know, but if something was happening, we would all be in amazement. Yes.
Okay. Okay, let me see. Let me see what's happening here. This is kind of lazy. So
It's okay.
maybe
We're working. I'll talk about my headset while you figure that out. So
okay, perfect. Let me just highlight it.
oh,
So
you
if
can highlight
people,
it. Yes, highlight that thing
yeah,
in the carousel. So
let me highlight it.
if
So
you
if
are new or tuning in, welcome to the show. Thank you
and they are
so
in a
much for
good
being here.
deal, by the way.
They are they on sale now?
Yes,
Yeah, yeah.
they usually they were 39.99, and now they are 24.99. So
Oh, yes. We love it. And so while we're getting ready to the show and while Marco is troubleshooting a few things, welcome to the show. I'm Ryan over there. Let me see if I get my arrows right. Over there is Marco, but I'm wearing the Logitech H390 headset. Why am I wearing a headset today? Because I normally don't. Well, I talk about this product a lot on my morning shows. I call it one of my must have for remote workers. One of the things as a remote worker, you need good audio, both so that you can hear and so that you can speak. For especially now, it's as important as ever in your remote calls, your video calls, your conference calls. You just want to sound a little bit better. And the audio within the built in microphone in most laptops is not very good. So a headset like this, it's going to run you just under $25, and it just provides it up levels your audio sound quality. And I see Marco is back, and it is lightning storm where he is. I hope he's
so
okay. I just hope he's going to make it through this. But that's my Logitech headset. I actually love it. I wanted to order one so that I could talk about it and use it live on the show a little bit. So you're hearing the sound quality coming from it right now. It is pretty good. It's maybe not, professional studio quality grade, but most people don't need that level of quality for your Zoom calls and your remote work calls. So are you ready? You got things back up, Marco?
yes, I think.
Okay.
I'm okay. So welcome everybody again. Thank you for having covering me, Ryan.
No problem.
Well, I think this is really useful. For instance, when you're producing live shows, for instance, instead of being in front of the camera, if you don't need it, using this kind of headset, it's really useful. Okay, because For instance, you can remove the microphone from behind from your front, so this could be a nice option.
It
Okay,
is a
and also
USB.
yes.
Hold on, look at this, Marco. It's got an 8-foot cord on it. I
Oh
can go
damn!
so
Don't
I can
leave! Don't go! Don't
I can sit in the
leave!
chair back here.
Yeah, and that's a good point, Ryan. By the way, because for instance, even this today when I was having lunch, I was talking about being an Amazon influencer or a creator or whatever, being doing live shows on Amazon and talking. And we were talking about should we talk bad things about the things or not? And I just said what we need to do because it's important that people trust us and to build credibility. Okay, so for instance, if we are reviewing a product that it's not good and we are saying, oh, it's a good product, Amazon doesn't like it. Okay, that you're saying bad things about products, and you should not, of course. If you don't like it, don't talk about it. Okay, but one thing we should do to build that trust, to build that confidence with through our audience, is to give a perspective, for instance, and the cons and pros about uh, the products or the gear, whatever we are talking about. And one thing I see good about this headset you're talking is precisely the possibility of getting away. Uh, getting away from the hello, honey, how are you? Being kind of far because and I today at that lunch I gave the example. For instance, when I talk about live streaming, I don't recommend that you're using wireless Bluetooth connected devices. Okay, and I'm not saying they are bad. Okay, but I think they are not the best option for you to go live because they can go out of battery. They can make some interference with other devices. Some of them have a lag of when you're talking. Okay, so I don't recommend. And for instance, if you want to go to the gym and you want to listen to music, yes, I do recommend Bluetooth because I'm using them. Okay, and they work. For instance, I bought this earbuds in the Prime days. I think I charged them by that time, and since today, I didn't charge them again.
Yeah. They do last long, but Bluetooth is great, but you are correct. There is usually a little bit of a lag when you are using Bluetooth. Plus, there's some interference. Like I actually, I'm breaking your rule here. I use a
Oh, shame on you!
wireless.
I'm gonna remove.
I use a wireless keyboard, and yeah, I have had issues before where all of a sudden, like the Bluetooth just goes out and I can't type things. It's a little bit frustrating, but I like it for me. I've been okay with that, but I don't produce other people's shows. If I was producing someone else's show and my keyboard went out, that'd be a bad thing.
Yeah,
So I'd want to
or
wire one
even the
in.
mouse.
Yeah,
For instance, I produced a show. I think it was in on May, and I was using this mouse, and believe me, it's a really good mouse, and I think I have it somewhere, the kit, because it comes with a keyboard as well. Okay,
yeah.
but I was producing the show, and I was looking at the mouse, and I say, and if suddenly I get out of batteries and I need to change the scene and I need to remove the speaker and I need to do something. Thank you, Haney. Thank you, Haney. Thank you so much for following me. Oh, by the way, I have it. So why I'm not doing this? Why I'm not doing this? Because I
I don't know.
thank you, Haney.
Can, can you
Is your
make it? Can you make it stay on the green color?
yes, I can.
Well, I think we need green
Let
Marco for like 30 seconds.
okay.
Now
Let
you
me
now you're
let.
blue.
I'm okay now. I'm
There we
the
go. There we go.
There
green.
you go.
You look a
Okay,
little like
I'm
the
gonna
Incredible
highlight.
Hulk.
I'm gonna highlight this these lights. I'm gonna highlight this because they were one of the amazing buyings I made lately. I think they were no. I bought another LED lights. They are there to put behind me. Okay, so as you remember, Ryan, I don't know if it's no. I think it's the second or the third show I'm doing with these lights, these newer lights. I before this I had two soft boxes. Okay, and okay, they were. I bought this kit, and I had in the carousel kit with these soft boxes and the backdrops and everything. It's a good thing to start because they are really affordable. Okay, but there's some problems or some limitations about this thing. One is that they they are huge, okay, and they take so much room in your front. Okay, other is that you don't have much control over the soft boxes. Okay, it's just turning on and off. You can switch a pair of them. Okay, there are four lights in a soft box. Okay, you can turn two off and keep two on, or turn them all off, or turn them all on. Okay, but that's it. And with this, besides, you have the usual three tones, which is warm, white, and cold lights. You have also the whole RGB range of colors. Okay, and also these effects, as you saw
Yeah,
before.
let's get off that green now. Let's go back to some different colors.
Okay, let's. Okay, the police arrived, so I need to go. Sorry, I'm under arrest. Okay, but suddenly we have some lightning here. Okay, and for instance, you can define scenes. For instance, this is okay. Sorry. You can define favorites. Okay, there you go. Okay, you can also change the color and the intensity and the brightness and everything. And this, for me, it's a kind of a game changer. Even though there's something about me that it's a challenge. It's not about the lighting; it's about me because I have a shiny head, so I need to put some makeup before um, going live, or I can adjust because there's something interesting about this is that you can control this lights with your cell phone. Okay, so this is really interesting. As you can see here, I can be traveling around and around and around. Okay, don't be jealous, Ryan.
Don't be jealous. I don't have a great lighting setup, but it's okay. I'm not jealous. Hey, the security lady has jumped in.
Oh,
Welcome.
hello, Candy. How are you? So good to have you here as well. Now we are safe, Ryan. We are safe now. The security lady arrived.
That's good. It's probably because the police were just here. So that's
Yeah,
why.
absolutely, absolutely. She maybe Candy will say to the policeman, "Okay, get that guy, arrest him."
Maybe she'll help set you free.
Oh, okay.
She's
Oh,
got
I
an
would
in
love.
with the
I would love.
police.
Perfect,
Anyhow,
perfect, perfect.
welcome, Candy, to the show. I didn't actually know your real name was Candy. I just knew you as a security lady. So, welcome to the show, Marco and I. We host our Friday afternoon Homeazin show. We never even did the intro, Marco, to tell them why it's called the Homeazin show. But before we go back and do that, uh, Candy, I
Yeah.
just wanted to say this is what we guarantee on the show every week. Marco and I will both laugh because we think we're funny. Nobody
The-
else might think we're funny, but we think we're funny.
let me ask you one thing, Ryan. Did you notice that suddenly this show become sweetest?
No.
But yes, because it a candy arrived.
Ah, man, the jokes just keep coming. That
So
was pretty good. That was pretty good.
it's never too late. It's never too late. Let me do this radio. So this is our show, our Friday show, every Friday at 6:30 p.m. London and Lisbon time, 1:30 p.m. Eastern time, 12:30 p.m. Central time, and we are here, Ryan Swanson and me, Marco Novo, talking to you. So if you
I was wondering how
so
long you were
now
going to keep that up.
now it's time to explain to you why this show it's called the Homeazin show. But before that, we need to connect to the internet so we can do this announcement.
Yes, please get us connected.
Hello, Ryan. Can you hear me?
No,
Can you hear me?
no, I can't hear anything.
Oh my God, Ryan!
Connect
Can
us
you hear
again.
me, my
You,
friend?
you have to connect us again. It's not working.
Okay, let's do it. We're having some problems. The satellite is not working really well today, so let's see if we can connect to our reporter Ryan Swanson in South Dakota. Maybe there's some stars coming and causing some troubles with the satellite. Maybe the satellite is under attack.
Could be. It could be. I think we're connected now. I think we're good.
Okay, Ryan, welcome. Hello, it's so good to have you here again. So, let me ask you if you agree, if you don't mind, that we explain why we call this the Amazing Show. Is that good for you?
That's a good idea. We owe it to the listeners that they know why it's called the Homeazin Show.
Okay, so let's do something before that. So let's explain why do we call this the Amazing Show. Throw the first reason, Ryan. Don't be
All right.
shy.
The first reason Marco and I are at home. Not the same home, but we are both at home. I am at home in South Dakota in the middle of the United States. Marco is at home in Portugal, way over in Europe. So that's reason number one.
Yes,
Back to you
you're
for
in the
reason number
middle.
two.
I'm at the top of Portugal. The second reason it's because we are at Amazon. So I think it's a good reason. And the third reason, Ryan, don't be
The, sh-
shy, my friend.
the show
Give it all.
is amazing. So when you smash the fact that we're at home, it's on Amazon and it's amazing, all that together, send it through our creative department's jumble machine, and they came out with Homeazin, and that's the name of our show. So welcome to our show. Thank you for being here. And I don't know what we talk about on the show, Marco. Marco and I catch up every week and find out what's going on in each other's lives. We talk quite a bit about live streaming type of gear because we are both Amazon influencers and live streamers on other platforms as well. Plus, some of the things I bring on the show make no sense at all, but sometimes they're fun. So, I mean, we've had my shaver on the show. One time I shaved on a college campus walking around on the streets. That was something. Marco has been on location before at the Portuguese Spanish border. We've just done
Yeah,
a number of interesting things on the show.
absolutely. And maybe soon I will do another international show in Spain. I'm thinking
Wow.
about having some vacation there because I miss so much going to Spain. I just went there. We made this show on Friday, and I just went there on Saturday to put some gas on my car because it's cheaper in Spain.
Okay.
And also, oh yes, I went to dinner that Saturday as well because I was missing the Spanish food as well. This quarantine thing was tough for me. Okay, so that's it. That's the good thing by living close to Spain.
Well, that's good. And one
That's
time,
it.
I forgot to mention, one time on our show, Marco almost got eaten by a dragon. Do you remember that show?
Yes, yeah, it was
Oh,
that show. It was precisely that show. I was. It was a tough fight with that dragon. Okay, I killed it, and I have to remind the last words I said to that dragon.
silence! I kill you. You were just waiting for me to give you a setup in the show so you could press that button.
So,
It is almost as if we rehearsed the show, but we don't.
absolutely not, because we don't need. I think both of us we have this. Hello, MC.
Hey,
Okay, so
hold on here a second, Margo. So MC is here. MC, well, thanks for being here, MC. Uh, I MC, are you the one that always used to ask people to make the Chewbacca sounds? Because I think it's you, but you haven't been asking people lately, and maybe you've just moved on and you're doing something else. But was that you? Was MC the one
well,
that always used to do Chewbacca's?
I'm not sure, but if it is MC, if he or she asks kindly, with yes, it is Ryan. Let's talk a little bit here. Get close to me. Get close to me. What do you think?
This is really funny because we really are still on the other sides of the earth, but it looks like we're closer. And I'm not sure that
Let me put
Marco
let
can
me put
keep it
let me
together.
put the microphone closer. What do you think if I play the Chewbacca sound at least once or twice?
I think you should play it 3 times. Three
Three
times.
times. Okay, let's okay.
3 times.
Okay,
All right.
let's do this.
All right. I'm going to go back
Let's
to
do
the center of
this.
the screen. This is for you, MC.
One. I think it deserves a drum roll to make more excitement about the thing. And we have Johnny Kong. Hello, Johnny Kong. Oh my God.
This is so good. We got one more.
And by the way, if you're asking how is Marco doing these magical things about bringing these sounds to it's not to the screen, it's to the speakers, the headphones.
Right to your ears.
Yes, straight to your ears. I'm using a Stream Deck. I think maybe I have it in the carousel as well. Okay, and it's a very helpful thing if you want to. Let me highlight this pack, this Pro Stream.
You totally should
And
highlight some of this live streaming gear that you're using. But thanks, Johnny Kong, for showing up. Happy to see you here. I actually haven't seen you on my show. much this week because I know Johnny's working some extra hours, a little bit of overtime, so he hasn't been in on everything lately. So glad to see him
Well,
here.
will you allow me? Because as I mentioned, I bought these two small LED panels. Okay,
You can talk
I
about whatever
have
you
them.
want to, Marco. We
I
don't
have them
rehearse.
there. You asked me to put a backpack on the carousel. If you want, you can talk about it. Okay, and meanwhile, I'm gonna get the. Do you have there the backpack?
I do. So let me get this. This you might need
Okay,
one
wait,
of these,
wait, wait,
Marco.
wait, wait, wait. Before getting the
Okay.
backpack, there you go. This
So
amazing turret cooler backpack.
I don't know if you've ever heard of these before, Marco, but it is a cooler that you wear on your back. So you can put your water bottles or your soda cans or stuff in here. It's a cooler, and you wear it on your back.
Oh,
It was Amazon's deal of the day on Monday, and so I put it in my show on my Monday morning, mornings with Ryan show, and people in the audience and viewers were like, "What is that thing that you're talking about?" And then we started talking, and people were thinking, "There's a lot of uses for that. If you want to go to an outdoor festival." And you want to bring some, cold sodas or whatever you want to bring with you, you can do that. If you want to take it on a boating trip, it's easier to load this thing up. You want to go to an amusement park and wear this around, it holds 30 cans, 30 cans of, Coca-Cola Classic or whatever your favorite soda 12-ounce can is. I filled it up with 30 cans this morning live on my show just to make sure it would work. And it does keep things cold. It is pretty comfortable on your back. On top of it, it's got a little bit of a container or a little bit of a pocket up here if you want to hold some extra things in that. Plus, the front has some extra pockets in case you want to bring some extra things along. Maybe you want to throw in some forks or some napkins or something up here on the
yeah,
front. So it's got a couple of, different pockets and storage containers. It does have, you know, little pockets on the side to hold your water bottle and stuff. Anyhow, I ordered one of these and I just got so excited about it, and I'm super pumped that I could just wear it around. So I filled it up this morning on my show with 30 cans of Coke. I would recommend you probably don't fill it up with 30 cans of pop to carry around because that's 25-ish pounds, which is maybe kind of heavy.
you'll get like this.
Yeah, you're going to walk around, you're going to end up with a sore back at the end of the day. But I think
Yes,
this is great. So, Marco, like if you want to take these on some of your hiking trips, because I know you have mountains and stuff around there, I think this is a great option to throw in, 4 or 5 bottles of water, maybe some fresh fruit you want to throw in there, a couple of sandwiches or something. If you're going somewhere, maybe that you want to bring along a picnic lunch and you want to keep some things cold, this is a much more convenient way to carry around than one of those traditional coolers that they're just kind of big and they're hard to carry
yeah,
around.
absolutely, absolutely. Well, I have a question from MC, even though I kind of answered, yeah, but let me give um, a deeper answer because MC, it's a nice guy. So you're asking about drones. There's something. Yes, I want to buy a drone. Do you have any, Ryan?
My kids have a couple that my son Trey has one that he was flying around. It's more of an inside drone. We don't have any of the really expensive fly up in the mountains type of drones, which I think MC is talking about.
Yes.
But
Well, as MC mentioned, I love to do this walking around live shows. Even though last week and this weekend I won't do it because this weekend I have to work. Someone has to pay bills.
somebody's got to pay the bills. Come on, Marco.
Yes. So this weekend I'm gonna work. Well, for me, this is a kind of a work as well. Okay. So really soon I will be back doing more this kind of walk around shows, because I think they are a different kind of show and we don't see them often here on Amazon. Okay, and also it's a good way to promote and to show people a little bit more about my lovely country, my lovely small country. So it's a kind of a two in one. And also I will be showing, for instance, I've highlighted my gimbal, which is a nice tool, believe me, for doing the kind of live show I made. The last one I made, walking around a gimbal, it's really useful because I was doing like the mountain goat.
That's right. You were.
Yeah, so yes, I will do this. But now I'm gonna pick my LEDs and I'm gonna unbox them. It's an official unboxing.
We've got an unboxing today. I didn't even know. I didn't even know. It's so surprising. Marco's leaving. I hope he comes back. Otherwise, this show could get a little bit awkward. But yes, I never know what's going to happen on this show. Uh, Johnny Cog says Marco. Yeah. Marco was hiking a mountain on one of his last streams. He does that, and mountain goat. Yeah, Marco when he hiked up the mountain. I don't know, for those of you that tuned in or maybe didn't. Marco showed me a little bit of the footage. He really was hiking up a mountain that it didn't have the greatest prepared trail. It was not a gravel trail nicely prepared up
Not at
there.
all. Not at
It
all.
was, you walk from rock to rock and stay up there, and that's why he called it his mountain goat hike, because he felt like a mountain goat climbing up there.
Absolutely. So this is the LED lights. I don't have them in the carousel. Okay, and you may be wondering why. Because I bought this in the Spanish Amazon. Okay, and
Oh, right.
some of the products you see there, you don't see them in the American Amazon. But what I can do is to find some similar items and to share them with you. Okay, let's do this. There you go.
Johnny Kong would like to see me. Oh, open that thing up.
Okay.
This is tiny.
Yes, they are just to put behind me, as you can see. Okay.
Hey, you could put them outside on your house too.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm gonna do live shows in the front of my house.
It,
Okay,
it could
so
happen.
just first they have this remote.
Wow. So, are you going to put these behind you in your live
Yes,
stream?
I will. I will.
I got to get with it. I got no lights behind me. Oh,
Okay,
wow,
so
that's
they have
cool.
this.
So I was thinking it was a light strip. This
No,
is
no, no. The lightsaber I already have. Okay, so you have this kind of stand. Okay, and a good thing is that you can put them turning to the wall instead of directly to you. Maybe this could work. Hopefully. Let Okay, let's do this.
I think you're trying to plug these in, aren't you?
Okay, the first one it's there. Let me put the second one.
Man, we are turning on the RGB lights, plugging them in live on the show.
Okay, there you go. You can see some effect
Ooh.
there.
Man, I need some
Oh
of
my
those.
god, I'm so excited. Can you tell that I'm excited and that I'm thrilled as well?
Yeah, it's always fun getting new things.
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm kind of like a kid. Okay, this one will go to my.
Man, Marco's getting us all set up here.
And there we go. Let me see. There's some. Okay.
Look at that. See those lights? I get kind of jealous of some of these other live streamers like Marco and stuff that have these setups with the cool lights and stuff behind it. I just got a corner and a blank wall and
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 I
a
think
bunch of
you're jealous
stuff.
because of the remotes.
I do think those remotes are pretty cool.
Okay, let me see if they. I can control just one, the both of the panels.
Hey, I got to stop you for a second. I have a remote issue. So last night I have all these Fire TVs at my house, you know. And
Yes.
so last night I could not find one of the remotes for my Fire TV. In 2021, how is it possible that I can talk to my TV? I can talk to my phone. My phone listens to everything I say, whether I want it to or not. But when I lose my remote, I can't say, remote, where are you? And then it starts beeping or something. So, like, how can I lose my remote in 2021? It should be, I mean, we can launch and put somebody on the moon, but I can't find my remote in the room in my house. So
Did you ask for help on Facebook?
I could have, but I don't know if they could help me. This is just one of those things. I think remotes these days need to have like voice activation. Even I know my Alexa remote, I can talk to it and it listens, but I can't say remote, where are you? And then it starts beeping so I can find it. It's frustrating to me.
Yeah, yeah. I can't. I
This would have been so great. MC's comment: hand one remote to Ryan. I wish like this had we rehearsed our show, MC. That would have been so great if we just both reached across the screen, Marco, and grabbed something.
let me just try something here. I think it's better this way. Yeah,
There we go. Marco's got his
they are
remote.
soft. I think they. Yeah. I need to know how they work, but they look good. Perfect. So, do you want to talk about something else?
Oh, I actually do. I got a question for you. You should highlight
Yes.
the 100 live streaming and digital media predictions book in your carousel because I got
Let me
I got
see
some
if I
questions
have it.
for you. I know it's in your
Yes,
carousel
yes, it is.
because I
Yes, it
clicked on
is.
it.
There you go.
Uh, I just clicked on it and went out there. I don't think I knew Brigetti was in the book.
Yeah,
Uh, we
she is.
we both know Brigetti.
Not literally.
Wow, yeah, she wrote some part of the book.
Yes.
Here, I was trying to look who else in the. Anyhow, my question for you is: do you know Ross Brand? Like, has he ever been on one of your shows?
Yeah, he was when he made this conference a couple of months ago about monetizing your live stream. Okay, and he will be back at the August 3rd. No, 30. Yes,
August 30th. All right.
yes.
I was just curious because I know of Ross Brand, but I have never met him or interacted with him. I see. I'm a little bit different from a lot of these other live streamers in the world. I don't feel like I know as many of the live streamers as people like you who have really been live streaming for years. So I don't know. Anyhow, Ross wrote this good book, and I know there are. Uh, he wrote about 100 live streaming and digital media predictions, but it's got a number of Marco and I's friends had little excerpts written in it. Jim Fuse is in it from Dealcasters, and Marco and I
Yeah.
have known him for a while. And Brigetti's in there. Who else is in there that we would know? Uh,
Um, I think Team Zone is there as well, which is the
Tim,
partner
yes.
of Jim. There's a lady from Ireland called Lottie Hearn. I don't know if you saw her. She was my guest. I've been a guest of her as well, and she's an amazing lady. You should watch. She also has a book, Confidence in Camera. I don't know if I have it in my carousel, but I'm sure that I have it in my. If you go to my shop, marketing.shop, if you go to oh my god, how this do we call this? Oh my god,
I'm,
this list, the list where I have my list called books for my live stream guests. You will find there a book with a orange cover called Confidence on Camera, and it was wrote by Lottie Hearn, which has collaborated as well on this Ross Brand book. Okay, and she's an amazing. She's really funny. Yes, absolutely.
yeah.
Thank you,
I just
Ryan.
went out. I went out to your page and found it. You got a number
Yes,
of good books in there. Born to Blog
yes.
with Mark
I
Schaefer.
I had the lucky to have amazing guests. I don't know how they say said yes to my. I just I just remember I just remember the first time I had, because let me share kind of a little bit about my journey. Um,
Let's do
I'm
it.
a
But
guy
hold on.
located. Yes.
Let's comment about MC. MC wants to make some LED RGB carpet, which I think this sounds cool, MC. But I think you're right on when you said the carpet may cause some electric shocks. So maybe that's not a good idea.
Maybe or maybe it could be. It could be a skin.
But maybe that's the ingenious part of it, MC. If you can create that carpet that is LGB but does not create electric shocks, you're really onto
Yes.
something there.
Yes. I think the humankind was some years ago was far from that we are now. Okay, so we already went to the space, so we are really close to this RGB carpet.
It's next. That's the next
Absolutely.
great adventure of humankind.
Yeah, absolutely. The humankind is needing this RGB carpet. So let me get back to the topic. And by the way, if you just arrived, most of these items I have in my carousel, I'm using them now. Okay, like for instance, this Shure MV7, this uh, video capture card from Elgato HD 60S. Okay, and also the mixer, the Stream Deck, lots of things. Also, Ryan is using this new headset, amazing, and
I am,
he
yes.
gave me some will to bought it to bought one. I will check later in the Spanish Amazon. Okay, so I started by kind of accident on live stream. It was a good friend of mine who in September 2015 he was trying this new platform called Blab, and I was scrolling my Facebook feed and I saw that post. Look, join me! I'm doing this new thing, trying this new platform, and I went there and I was in the chat interacting, and he asked me, Marco, do you want to join me on screen? And I said, of course I want.
Well,
So
yes.
it was funny. Yes, absolutely. It was fun because we were four people in the screen. You on that platform, it could be up to four people in the screen, and there were two Portuguese guy and two Brazilian ladies. Okay, we were there, meet and greet, and then I felt in love with this thing. But I don't know if I ever mentioned. Usually, Portuguese people are really shy. Even though, for instance, in the street, if you find a Portuguese people, it's really there's a huge probability that they are nice, they are friendly, but they are not screen friendly people, if you know what I mean. Okay, and I try in so many ways to bring people to be co-hosting shows with me, and it was tough. Suddenly, this blah platform went down, and I had to wait till Facebook Live was released to the mortals, because by that time it was just to celebrities and these big, huge influencers. And it was, I think, at the late 2017, I got this Facebook Live. I went live. It was awful. I was on my cell phone. There was lights behind me, like I was a saint. You know that saints that appear used to appear to people. Look, I'm here to save you, and whatever. Blah. I've been sent to from God and whatever. It was kind of the same thing.
That was your first live stream, Saint Marco.
Yes, and then I was doing solo shows mostly, and in 2018 I started doing interviews. My first guest was from a lady from Mexico. Okay, we were talking Portuguese, and most of a huge percentage of my guests were from were not Portuguese. Okay, I started with Spain, and then also I went to Latin Americans, Spanish speaking countries mostly, and then suddenly I got this Amazon Live, no, LinkedIn Live first, and then I start meeting people from United States, and I that's was that time that when I met you on that LinkedIn group as well, and then I start I oh no, the first American guest I had was before that. It was, yes, it was yet on Facebook Live, and it was Neil Schaefer. Okay, I've seen a post of him in on Instagram, yes, and I sent some comment, and he replied, and I said, "Oh my god, really? He's replying to me?" Because it's funny, because usually we see that those people in magazines or in big events being speakers and everything, and they are talking when they start talking to you, it's crazy. And then I asked him if he wanted to join me, and he said yes. And I say, really? Are you sure? And then I was having dinner with a friend, and he was talking. Oh, Marco, you're doing a good job with this live streaming and whatever. And I said, oh, do you know who's gonna be joining my show next week? Of course, he didn't know. And I said, Neil Schaefer. And oh, really? Oh, God, how do you got him? And I said, I asked him.
That is true. I've heard that from a number of people that have hosted live shows. They end up getting big name people to show up on their podcasts or their live shows. And usually the trick is I asked.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think this was at the beginning of the year, and 2019, and then in June 2019 as well. Yes, it was before the COVID thing hit it, all of us. I was at a congress in Spain, And at some point, they brought the microphone to the assistants, and I asked to speak a little bit, and I talked about my journey, and at some point I said, "Look, I had this amazing, huge American expert. I'm gonna share with you my secret to have him on my show. I'm gonna give you 30 seconds to grab your notebook and your pencil, or whatever, okay, to write down my secret to having him on my show." And they were just picking things to write. "Are you ready?" "Yes, we are." I invited him.
It, I think people have a tendency to like overthink this one. Like, did
Absolutely.
you Facebook message him, or do you not even, was it on Twitter that you messaged or
It
connected?
was
Or
it was it was it was on Instagram, as I said. He was he was kind of promoting a book, and I commented on that post, and we kept engaging. And at the end, "Oh, do you want to join me on a live show?" "Oh yes, of course." I think he wrote it me on DM his email. I sent the email, and I already made two shows with him, and in he's gonna release another book soon, and he was already invited, and he accepted to join me again. So yes, as you mentioned, for instance, today I was at the gym, and I was talking with my PT, and we were talking about, for instance, it's there's a huge difference with salaries between Portugal and United States. Okay, it's a
yeah,
huge difference. Even though, for instance, living here it's cheaper than it is in the United States. Even though there's a huge difference in the payrolls at the end of the of the month. And I said to him, "Look, I understand that. I understood that for some years ago, and that's why I start doing things in English, so people get to know me, so they can know who Marco is, who what Marco does, and hopefully they will hire me to work with them and these kind of things." And he answered me. He told me, "Oh, but I speak English, a decent English, I think." And I asked him, "But does people know that you speak English and how good your English is?" Silent. I think that's
yeah.
the point. You could be the most amazing guy doing something, but if nobody knows it, it's useless. And that's
Yep.
it. As you said, Ryan. And for me, this is really important. Giving the step ahead, doing the thing, it's the key. Because, for instance, if that given day I didn't accept that invitation to join a live show, I'm pretty sure that today I wouldn't be here. Okay. And sometimes, as you mentioned as well, we overthink things. "Oh, I don't look good on camera." And I think I will never look, because that's my kit.
It's what we got,
There's
Marco.
no,
We got to go with this.
yes, we can't. I think there's nothing that Amazon can sell to us to improve. There's no way. So just stop overthinking, and stop thinking about things that are not important. I don't know if you saw. I don't know if it was on Amazon Creators Group. That I don't know if you know that this guy. He seems to be a really nice guy, Kevin Kolb, with
I
long hair, a
I
beard,
know of him. Yes, I do know who you're talking about.
and he was talking about a video he made, and with some, I think he had a hair hanging in his beard all the time or something, kind of. And he thought, oh, maybe I should remove this video because there's this hair hanging on my beard and it doesn't look good. But people were watching the video, were consuming the content, and nobody was complaining about that.
Yeah.
So don't overthink. I don't know about you, but I'm pretty sure that you have the same feeling, Ryan. Looking back to the first lives we made or the first videos we recorded or something, and and for me there's a huge difference in everything. Even for instance, the lives I made speaking English, I think I improved a little bit, but and this is only possible by doing, because
Practice.
practice. And also and I think you, even though you're not as geek as I am on this, is by doing it's live streaming that it's paying my new microphone, my new lights, my everything that I have here. And for instance, since I got this, hello Arun, how are you? That's it. And if I was there doing nothing or complaining about my awful life.
So for a little bit of background of how I first met Marco, I'm I'm trying to think back to, we had connected somehow on LinkedIn, and like
It was that live stream influencer group or something
I think
with
that's where we met.
from Jose.
But one time I put out a post on LinkedIn and I said, "Hey, I just got access to Restream's uh, beta access so that you could stream through a browser with Restream. Does anybody want to join me on a live stream?" Marco responded. It was almost as if Marco, a year ago in March, was like sitting on LinkedIn waiting for someone to ask this question, because you responded in like 7 seconds. And Marco was like, me, 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 me. And I was like, who's this Marco guy asking to be on my show? But he sounds excited. And I recognize his name. And so he knows live streaming. So we did a show. And I don't even know if you remember this. I vaguely remember it, but I do remember it was a disaster. I think one of us was muted half the time. One of us got kicked off the show because at this point, Restream was, it was very early beta and it was not working. And then we ended up doing part of the show, but there was an extra screen in the middle because Restream thought 3 people were connected, but there was an extra black screen in the middle. It was terrible, but we just did it anyhow and we had fun with it. And now we do a weekly show today, and there's not a blank screen in between us. So
Absolutely, and it's StreamYard.
and we do use
I'm gonna
StreamYard.
add some things. I think the first interaction we had, Johnny Kong. I hopefully the other weekend. Okay. Hello, Lil Shan. Because as I mentioned before, this weekend I have to work because you know the fridge doesn't fill itself. So maybe the next weekend, let me check. It should be the 21st. Maybe 21st, I'm gonna do another walk around live shows. And by the way, I forgot to mention this, and this is could be a really good announcement. I'm preparing to do something that here in the Iberia, it's really an important thing, which is the Camino. It's a way, well, there are lots of ways leading to a really important religious, spiritual place here in close. Well, it's around, I don't know, maybe 150 kilometers from miles from here. Okay, Santiago de Compostela. It's a really ancient town, beautiful town, and there are each year thousands of people making the way to reach to Santiago de Compostela. There's lots of different ways. There's one from France. There's another the English. Here in Portugal, we have plenty of them because there's some ancient, and usually people come up with new alternatives. So I'm thinking about doing the way soon. It's, as I mentioned. Let me translate this correctly. It's 120 miles away from here. Okay, and people go walking. It takes around 1 week. Okay, depending in the rhythm you're doing.
Yeah.
Okay, some go walking, some go on a bike, uh, a cycle, not a motorbike. Okay, and so for instance, the French way, it lasts around 1 month.
Wow.
Okay. Yes, it's a long way. There's a movie with Emilio Estevez and the father of Charlie Sheen, Martin Sheen.
Martin Sheen. Yeah.
Martin Sheen, because you don't know it, I'm pretty sure, but he's Spanish and he's from Galicia. Okay, because Estevez, it's a Spanish surname. Okay, so they are this family. It's from they are neighbors, and there's this connection between the character and the real life person. And so I was willing to do this way for a long time, and I think it will be maybe in September, and hopefully some parts of the way will be broadcasted on Amazon.
Are you gonna
Okay,
walk?
so yes, yes,
Oh,
yes,
this could be kind of cool.
yes. There's a friend of mine that will start one of the lots of ways this Sunday. He will start in the north of Spain in a city called Ribadeo, and he will be coming from just in Spain. The usually when you're Portuguese, you start in Portugal and then you cross the border and you go to Spain. Usually it's the first one. It's and this there's these people saying, for instance, this friend of mine, I don't know, but maybe he made more than 5 different ways to reach there. For instance, I think it was last year he went in a cycle with his son in a kind of a sidecar.
Wow.
Okay, so yes, I you should investigate about it, and so this could be a nice topic for a kind of a small soap opera in real life about the way to Santiago.
All right, I could try the journey. If I were to walk, it would take me about a year. I'd have to walk and then I'd have to swim across the Atlantic Ocean. Maybe I could take a raft or something. But
You can do that. There's here close to here around. Let me see, maybe 80 miles away from here. Nice rivers to do rafting. We
all right,
have everything. What do you need? Beaches? We have. Do you need mountain? We have. Do you need wind to windsurf, kite surf? We have.
they've
Do
got it
you need
all.
money? Do you need money? We don't have.
All right.
So, by the way, getting back to how we met, I think we were at this group of LinkedIn Live people, And one day, someone arrived with a question about StreamYard or whatever, and both of us we answered to that person. And then some weeks later, Restream arrived with and it was really fast because they come up with updates almost every day on that time. Restream, because it was the when the COVID started, so they had this need to. Hello, Malashi. I'm using right now. I'm using. Let me see. Two devices from Elgato. I'm using the Stream Deck. Let me show you. There you go. I'm using here the Stream Deck. Okay. And also I'm using this video capture card, this HD60S. Okay. That's what I have there in that pack. Okay. And even though there's a new, if you go to the Elgato store, you will find the new Elgato Stream Deck. Okay, take a look at both. They are really easy to use and they are really useful. And then they came with this new feature that you can have a guest on Restream, and you asked, "Oh, does someone wants to join me?" And because I'm really shy, I said, "Well, if you're if you insist." So, and I think you even came first to my show, and then I went to yours or something, and we made
I don't
this
know.
change.
We both made it on
And
each other's
yes,
shows.
there was lots of tech challenges by those days with that platform. Okay, but it was funny. It was funny.
It was funny, and it makes a good story now. It
Absolutely.
does.
But the problem with this good story is that it came to the so
Johnny first met me at the end of March uh, on one of my Amazon live streams with my boys. Hey, Johnny, quick question before we wrap up the show. Do you remember what I was doing on the show? Because my boys, we did a couple of Nintendo Switch shows a long time ago. I don't know. My kids have made a number of appearances, so I was wondering if you remember what we were doing on the show, Johnny. But yes, Marco, we do have to end the show. Everything must come to an end.
absolutely. And now the end is near, and so we face the final curtain. My friend, I'll say it clear. So, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you, Ryan, to joining me today on this amazing show where I made this, how can I say it? This unofficial
There you go.
unboxing.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you to Johnny, to John, to MC. Let me see who else. To Malachi, to Imoni. Let me see. I don't want to Candy as well. There's lots of comments from this guy called Ryan Swanson. I have no idea who it is.
It's spam. All spam.
MC, I mentioned MC, Candy. Okay, thank you so much for tuning in. Next week it will be at Ryan's house. Okay, I'm gonna stop my finger this because otherwise it looks kind of awkward. My
And we can give high five.
okay, I think okay. There you go. Thank you so much for tuning in. Enjoy the weekend. Enjoy life. Be kind.
Peak.
Eat healthy. Drink lots of water, and see you next week. Let's see if I find the. I can speak with this kind of British accent as well. Okay.
Oh, well, thank you everybody for tuning in. It's always a joy to do the Homeazin show with Marco. So thanks everybody for spending some time here.
Let me thank you so much. Okay. Oh, okay. So let's see what this will bring to us. It's the end. Bye bye. See you next week.
Goodbye.